As Stage 32 is a prominent platform for creatives in the film industry, how was the platform contribute to breaking barriers and promoting gender diversity and empowerment within the industry?
Well, that's a great question. I'm going to start this just for people who may not be familiar with Stage 32. I'll set the stage for you guys. You guys are familiar with LinkedIn? Yeah, okay. So Stage 32 is like the LinkedIn specifically for the entertainment industry. And so we started the platform 12 years ago with 100 people in the industry, and we now have over 1 million members worldwide. We're based in Los Angeles, but over 50% of our community is global. And we're really, really proud of that. So inside Stage 32, we have 3 main pillars, and the first one is community. And if you guys were here for the panel earlier, just talking, to all of the fabulous filmmakers, it really is important for us, especially in this industry, to have a strong community. You need it. This industry is very hard. So we base everything around our community, and it functions just like a typical social network. Our second pillar is our education. And education is extremely important to us. Again, listening to your panel earlier, having access and opportunity to learn, to be able to get the right training that you need to compete in this marketplace is crucial, and we are very, very proud of that. We're the education partner of Netflix, as well as the Cannes Film Festival, the American Film Market, and dozens of commissions worldwide. And then our third pillar is our marketplace. So what we do is we work with mentors from all over the world to mentor the people in our community. We bring in industry professionals like managers, producers, directors, agents to help our community to be able to get the craft in the way that they need it and to learn their careers in the best way that they need it. So just in case anybody wasn't familiar with Stage 32, I wanted to set the stage there. We do have an app, so if you don't have it, download it. It's free. It takes 30 seconds to join. But to Julia, to your question of, how has Stage 32 helped empower and break barriers for women? I owe my career to my business partner, who is our founder and CEO of Stage 32, Richard Botto. He gave me my start. I'm going to age myself over 20 years ago. And he really believed in me to come on board when he launched Stage 32. And, I knew nothing about the film industry at that point, and this was 12 years ago. And, he said, you know what, you can do this, you got this. And there was a point when we launched, and about 70% of our community was male at that point, so 12 years ago. And I remember I went to the Cannes Film Festival, and someone had requested a meeting with me to become one of the teachers for us, for our education section. It was this gentleman, I won't name his name, and I went into the meeting with my business partner, a male, our CEO, and the guy who asked me for the meeting did not make eye contact with me once. He only spoke to my business partner, and he actually turned his shoulder away from me.
Not at all uncommon.
Not at all uncommon, but that was my first taste at the way the industry was back then. And I hated that feeling, and I never wanted to feel that again. And in my head, I was just thinking like, buddy, I'm the one that's making the decision if you're going to teach for us. And I'm going to be the one that's signing off on your check. And so, needless to say, he did not teach for us. He is not a part of the Stage 32 community, but that empowered me and it emboldened me. And, the way that I look at it is, I feel as though I've had the elevator take me up. My business partner gave me that opportunity. And I feel it's extremely important for me to bring that elevator down and keep bringing as many people up as I can. And so, I'm proud to say that as we've been programming our education, I make sure that we at all times have at least 50% of our educators female. And that's extremely important to me. And with that, over the last 12 years, we've watched that 70% male in our community now turn to 54% female in the Stage 32 community. And so it's really, really important for me, and it's a huge mission.
Well, that just highlights what representation can do. I mean, you just witnessed it in the form of education. Mm-hmm. And when you have educators that are gender diverse, you're going to get constituents that are gender diverse. What does your education entail? How is it administered?
Sure. So our education is all done online, and we've done it to be able to support the global community. So earlier you were talking about the Philippines, and you're talking about Serbia not having the access to that information. We've built the largest online library of webinars and classes, as well as interactive labs with the top executives that you can imagine from all over the world. So you literally just have to log into Stage 32, and you have instant access to all of that education, and it's at a fraction of the price of film school, where you're spending $100,000 US dollars to get a film school career. Stage 32 education starts at $39 US dollars. So we make it affordable, recognizing that there are currency conversions in different countries, and we teach everything from above the line, below the line, even things like production insurance, which is definitely not sexy, but we'd like to educate people about it. Anything from that to how do you choose the right camera equipment? How do you work with, if you're a director, how do you work with your talent? Financing schemes, you name it. There's everything that you can imagine that operates this global industry. We have it in our education library.
That is amazing and so needed. And tell me more about the mentorship program, because we were having discussions about the support network and how mentorship is so important. How does that work?
Yeah, so with the mentorship in our marketplace, one of the things that I find so frustrating with this industry is that no unsolicited material policy, where you can't typically just reach out to a company and say, hey, I want to work and collaborate on a project. So what we've done is we create relationships with all of the executives that teach for us and mentor for us, where they will take material through Stage 32 as long as it's on an educational basis. So if you're looking to find support, if you, let's say, work in the horror genre, we might have someone from Blumhouse that can read your script and help you through and mentor you to get your script where they need it to be based on their professional feedback in the marketplace.
So it's like a customizable situation. I would approach Stage 32 with my need, and you would match me up with a suitable mentor.
Yeah, well, you'll have to do the research yourself.
Okay.
So on the platform, you'll be able to search in our development services area, and you can search by genre, you can search by location, and we have hundreds and hundreds of mentors at any given time that are ready, willing, and able, and wanting to help. And that's the key thing too. When we bring people onto the Stage 32 platform, they have to believe in our mission, and they have to be there for the right reasons. And what you see from that is it's helped launch dozens of careers. It's helped launch dozens of films, dozens of television shows all over the world, because people are there for the right reason.
And are you doing outreach for your mentors, or are they coming to you, or is it a little bit of both?
Well, when we first started, we had to do the outreach, but now it's a constant, it's this beautiful network where people join the Stage 32 community, they meet the creatives in our community, and then they tell their colleagues and say, you've got to join this community. And, even if anything, it just helps the creatives get better.
Amazing. I love that. How are we doing on time?
We are kind of late.
Okay. Well, we just want to announce we have a big announcement from Catalyst and Stage 32. We saved that for last. Amanda, would you like to talk about that?
Sure. Well, we could both talk about it. So obviously, when I met Julia earlier this year at Cannes, a much better meeting than than my initial meeting at Cannes with that one gentleman. But Julia told me all about Catalyst and Catalyst mission and the documentary that you guys are doing on all of the filmmakers and following your journeys. And so one thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to give opportunity to people from where they may not have that opportunity. So Catalyst and Stage 32 have come together, and today we just launched a script competition globally to people within the Stage 32 community, and we are going to be choosing a script from, our mentors are going to be judging all of the rounds, and we're going to choose one winner, and that winner is going to get a guaranteed paid option for their script. And the Catalyst team is going to work on development for the script and hopefully get it where it needs to be. And Stage 32 is going to support with any additional education that writer or director might need, as well as any mentorship that they might need. And if we get it to where it might be, then this script and this person will be eligible for up to $3 million to have their film made.
And don't we also have a mentor from the panel?
Yes, definitely. So we're gonna have Mariette, the head of Berlinale, and then also we gonna have probably Anna Maria and Laura as part of the judge for that. So we're very excited for it, and of course also Julia as well. And so it's exciting. It's like everybody's involved in this as a part of this great collaboration and script competition.
Here we are.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. Thank you for everyone that comes to join us and join this conversation. I'm sorry we didn't have time for Q&A, but you can come at the Terrazza Biennale at 6. So we can have more time for all the questions that I know you take notes, and we're gonna be there, we're gonna enjoy our time together, and we're gonna find all our amazing panelists there. So
Thank you,
thank you.
Thank you, directors.